I've always loved puzzles, and I've always loved building things. Ever since I was a little kid, I built model airplanes, model boats, and then my fascination of living animals, this just sort of combined those passions. The anatomy of a large animal versus a small animal is very similar. The pieces just get bigger, and so you have to come up with more inventive ways or stronger ways to support all the pieces.
There's this intimacy of working with an animal's remains. It's a pretty sacred thing, and to have that connection, to be able to look at a shoulder blade and be like, whoa, look at it, has this shape, and why does it have this shape, and where did it go in the body, and where is it in my body? It's a pretty neat process.
Andrew Treitz at UBC always had a passion for skeletons, and he had this dream of creating a display of every marine mammal in BC, having their skeletons up. So he got in touch with me and said, Mike, can you do some skeletons for me? And then we looked for more over the years, and we found them and built up a collection. So I ended up doing 9 different marine mammals so far for UBC. When you walk in and view these skeletons, you can sort of create a very intimate connection with the animals. Like the 3 dolphins, for instance, are one of my favorite displays. They're swimming and diving down towards you as you walk up a staircase, and then there's one up top that's leaping out of the water as if it's performing one of those acrobatic leaps that it does, and it really sort of brings the animals to life when you can show them in a way that looks very dynamic.
You literally feel like the animal just stopped. You caught them in a moment of playfulness, of standing guard on their territory. And of course you're just seeing the skeletons, the flesh and skin has been removed, but you're really getting an insight into the lives of the animals, how those bones are articulated, how they can, in a male stellar, can wrap its flippers underneath to walk on all fours, how it swims and flies through the water like a bird. And you're seeing then the bone structures very similar to what we have in the human body as well, but in a way you've never seen them before.
It's a very creative process, and often when we start a skeleton, it's not like there's this plan and you execute it like this. It's like, oh, well, this bone isn't shaped exactly how we expected, and maybe it would be really cool to put a little bit of a twist in the tail. And so that creative process, having the skeleton right here in our home, makes that a little bit easier.
I go to the drawing board and get inspiration from photos and videos of moving animals, living animals, and try and come up with a posture that's going to really have that power of speaking to people and bringing it alive.
I hope that they see that story that we've tried to create. I hope that, and when we do that, we try to think about, okay, what's going to spark people's curiosity? What's going to get them hooked here? What's going to make them look at this display and start asking questions?